He is the most quotable coach in college basketball, Lewis Wilson, joining us on Grizzly Connect. I had a friend in the industry tell me that a few years ago. He heard an interview we did, and he said, "You better be thankful for having a coach like that to work with." What media school did you go to?
Well, before I give William Jewell all the props that I'm going to give them, let's just, what I got to put some boots on for this? He's the most quotable coach in college basketball. I'm glad he's something in college basketball. But I'm a William Jewell graduate. William Jewell, that's in Liberty, Missouri, Bryant. That's a beautiful liberal arts campus in Liberty, Missouri. And that's where I got my education.
I'm telling you, though, you have a rival in the family, and I don't know how you're going to handle your eldest daughter moving forward. Keave Wilson already taking over my TV and radio show. World is up next. What's the plan moving forward here? You're in trouble.
My daughter's 7 years old, and when we were in LA before we got here, she was into commercials. My wife started putting her in commercials, and when we moved to Alamos, I said to her, "Do you like it here?" She says, "Daddy, you've ruined my career." So their mom is quite the ham. That's where they get all that from. My two daughters, they get it from their mother.
I'm telling you, though, sideline reporter out. She has higher ambitions, though. What happens when your daughter comes home and says, "Daddy, I want to be the first president, first black female president." She also wants to be a neurosurgeon on the side. Do you want to just say, peg it down a little bit, just a little bit, or is that completely on the table for a discussion?
Well, she keeps saying that her goal is to become the first African-American woman president. And when your daughter says that to you, you don't put that down at all. You have to encourage that. I obviously get a great kick out of it. What I have not mentioned to her yet is that she better hope her dad is gone from the earth, because there's things called skeletons that the campaign's going to be opposition research. I don't want to break my girl's heart and say, "Babe, Daddy's ruined that for you already."
When you were in school, and you look at how ambitious she is with her studies, what was your go-to subject? What was the one area of school that really caught your eye growing up?
Speech. Actually, you know how they talk about people. Some people are good at the history, the English, the writing, and then others master the sciences and math. I didn't master the sciences and math by any stretch. I think they burned down my school to get me out of general science in high school. And then math was really difficult for me, but I was always really good with English and the writing. I like to say that anything that allowed me to express myself long enough, eventually an answer would come up that a teacher would appreciate.
Okay, well, if you had to write a book, write a story on this 2014 men's basketball team, what would the story be called? What would the contents be?
Well, right now the story would be called Unfinished Business. Because we have not completed what we're doing. I would like to think that any story right now about Adams State men's basketball would be based on our culture of we, and it would be called Four Pillars and One Purpose, we.
You're kind of in the part of the conference season where you're already acquainted with the teams. Now you get that second round, that sequel. It's run it back time. That's the theme associated with these games. Explain to us where this emerged from and kind of what the point of Run It Back Part 2 2014 is.
Well, run it back is a term that is used in any gym and across the country. It's a term that means two teams are playing pickup basketball. One team wins, one team loses. The losing team usually says, "Run that back, run it back," meaning let's play it again. That could not have happened. Let's do it again until you get it your way. So run it back is a pickup term that is used in gyms all across the country. And we have two assistant coaches who came to me at the end of the first round of conference. They said, "Coach, we should go on a run it back tour." And I'm all for those things. I'm always looking for manufactured ways to get to the troops. So we had shirts made, very nice shirts that say "Run It Back," RU, and the U is the Adams State U. Very, very nice shirts. We wore those shirts instead of our warm-up gear at Fort Lewis, as they were our first run it back opponent. And Coach Hoffman, before the game, ran me down and he goes, "Hey, I'm glad I caught up to you." He says, "What's that run it back? What's that run it back mean?" And I said, "Coach, it just means the second second round of conference. And he turns to his sister and says, "You were right, Bob." That's what it means. It just means it's the second round. Don't get paranoid on me, Coach. That's all it means. And it's something that, anytime you can give a rallying cry, especially if it's applicable to what you're doing to your team. I'm not into false things, but run it back simply means we're going to do it again. We're going to play it again. We're going to go through it again. There's some teams that, unfortunately, the first time through, we have a little edge to us. Like, man, run that back, because we didn't get it done. And then other things, okay, let's run it back. Let's do it again. So that's what that's about.
This is on you because you mentioned that you like manufactured themes sometimes. I have an idea. Home games, when you're introduced, what about the theme from Shaft? We've got Isaac Hayes. It's perfect.
How about Louie Louie? I mean, why don't we just take this all the way down? Why don't you just put your foot right on my neck and finish me off?
Shaft? What do you mean? Hey, I love Shaft.
Oh boy.
Here's the thing, the Louie Louie, how many PA announcers called you Louie Wilson your first year here?
Well, how about that one of the higher ups in administration introduced me to the whole staff my very first day here, and there's still coaches here that laugh about that, but he announced all the new staff members, and when he got to me, he said, Louie Wilson. And the name is Louis, and I had never heard that pronounced as Louis. I thought that was Louie, but people take liberties with the name. I will say this. That's a lot better than some of the things people call me in my home growing up. And what my wife has to call me sometimes when I get on her nerves.
Hey, season is reaching a crescendo right here. I do want to point out, a little disappointed in you this year. I feel like the Michael Jackson references around the team have been subdued. I don't think this new roster really understands the passion, Coach.
That's funny you mentioned it because I thought, we need to play This Is It on the bus
yes,
here. We do that once a year, and we need to play the movie. I think that's coming up on the trip down to Denver. Michael Jackson, I want to make it very clear to you. There's never a dissipation of passion for the music of the King of Pop, ever. That might explain why this team got off to a slow start. And I think I'm going to have to hip them to the King of Pop and the sounds, the true sounds of legendary, iconic music.
I still have the This Is It disc from New Mexico. I'll bring it with. Appreciate that. Show him the face. Show him the MJ face. I don't know why I just handed the microphone to you. I don't know why I did that.
Don't we have anything better to do here?
Coach Wilson, great chatting with you. We're not talking about basketball in these segments. We just have a larger purpose here.
Okay. I was going to give you a hee-hee, but my voice wouldn't carry it right
You can
now.
just try. That's okay. We'll edit it out. One time.
How about a shamon?
This is Adams State's coverage of all things Grizzly, topics, genres that I don't even know. My name's Bryant Johnson. He's Lewis Wilson. This is KSPK's Grizzly Connect.